All right, fellas, congratulations on making the team. All right, good job. The most important thing with hitting is not to overcomplicate it, because if you start thinking too much, you start getting into trouble. Well, you've got the lines here, so it's good. Anytime you step in for batting practice, soft toss, front toss, tee work, stuff like that, it's good that you guys run a system check for yourself, because the best way you can learn to hit is by learning by yourself. Just remember, hitting all comes from the lower half and the core. All right, it's not upper body, that's just along for the ride. Common mistake is a lot of guys try to muscle up top, and they'll just slow you down, and you won't get a good swing in. In order to be a successful hitter, it's important that you start with a strong foundation. To start off with, that's with your batting stance, and that's something you can quite easily check for yourself every time you step into the box. Step one, make sure the back foot's will be closed in, if not, at worst, straight up. You don't want to be starting with your back foot open like this, because it's going to be longer to turn to get to the ball. So that's step one, on the line. Step two, make sure you step in a straight line. I know some of you guys like to open up a bit. If you like to open up, that's fine. But the reason hitters usually generally open up is because they don't trust their hands on inside fastball. But that really has nothing to do with opening up. That's not going to help you at all anyway. What's going to help you to hit the inside fastball is to keep that back goal work close to your body. But I'll go over that later. So step one, step in, make sure that back foot's straight, closed up a little bit. Step two, spread out your stance, all right? And make sure you step in a straight line, all right? And you can check that for yourself. Okay, I know some of you guys probably start here, you know, maybe here, but ideally, all right, what you want to do is you want to start as close to that foot down position as possible. So wherever you hit, so if you start here, you probably end up here, all right? So it makes sense to start as close to boom, right, foot down when that ball's in the air. Do that in order to minimize margin for error. Too many movements going on. As you start going up levels and you start facing pitching at a bit of velocity, if you've got too much movement going on, you probably find that you're going to get beat by the fastball. Step one, check that back foot. Step two, stride nice and straight. All right, and check that you're in a straight line. Make sure that front foot's closed off as well. Okay, you don't want to be setting up like this, because if you set up like this, the first movement's going to be an open foot. And when you open up that front foot, everything flies open too. Make sure you get into a nice athletic stance, okay? Little bend in your knees, like right here. Athletic position, all right? Some young hitters will step in and they'll get on their heels, okay? So when they swing, they fall off balance. Step one, close that back foot off. Step two, straight out, straight line. Close that front foot off. We get into an athletic balanced stance, almost on the balls of your feet, all right? So you stay balanced, okay? Nice and easy. You've got a weak lower half and you stride and you swing, you fall off balance and you fall all over the place, okay? Okay, so once you're in that position, you're here, you're ready to go. With the upper body, all right, just make sure that's nice and relaxed, okay? Whether you're a guy that starts from up here or you're a guy that drops his hands down, whatever it is, just make sure you've got a nice loose grip and everything's nice and loose, okay? What you don't want to be is up here, all tense, because when you do that, it's going to slow you down. If you want a quick bat, all right, you're going to be nice and loose here, and then you can whip the bat through the zone. Just keep the upper body tension free. I'm not going to mess with the upper half stance too much, because, like I said, you're only a week out. Okay, so you're here, step one, foot, step two, straight line, all right, athletic stance, and wherever you start, just be nice and relaxed, okay? Now from here, okay, the swing, all right, when you want to talk about how you generate a swing, everything comes from here, okay? Right here, your core, your hips, okay? The swing doesn't start from your back foot, your swing doesn't start from your hands moving, your spaceful swing starts from here, from your core. From this position, okay, you're going to start the swing from your hips. Your hips are going to turn your back foot, okay? And your hips are going to turn your top hand. So you watch my elbow, how it connects to my lower half, and it connects to my hips. And when I turn my hips, you watch the back go. Right there. Boom. And look at that. See my back foot? See that right there? L shape. Now that's the key to hitting. Right there. That position right there. Okay? So if you do your swing, and you get that back foot stuck in the ground, the first thing you're going to do is pull off the baseball. Okay? Because your upper half's in a bad position to hit. Okay? So the key to hitting, all right, is to getting, boom, to there. Right here. That position right there. Okay? And the way you do that is from here. If you want to generate some power, then you generate it from here. Okay? So It's a simple movement. I mean, if you want to talk about like in a game, it all kind of starts with a simple movement, and you can do it a few ways of turning that knee inwards, okay? And you can do that either by a small toe lift, all right? So you watch me from side on, and watch my hip. Boom. See how it coils? And that's all generated from that small inward knee turn, okay? You can do a small one. Some guys do a big one. Whatever I'm doing, I'm turning that front knee in, okay? The load has nothing to do with the upper half, all right? You don't load like this. That's not going to do anything for you, all right? You don't load back. So if you load back, all right, all of a sudden my weight's on my back foot. Where I go from there is like this. T-work, toss, front toss. It's just a inward turn of that knee. And like I said, if you're a guy that likes to stride, you do that or whatever. So, and from there, so you can see how my hips are. Watch my hips. See that? Right there? That's the key. So you get that, and from there, boom. And you explode forward with the hips. Rotate on the hips. So turn that knee inwards. I'll do it sideways for you guys. Knee in, and boom. Right there. Knee in, boom. Right there. Okay? Knee in, and boom. Right there. If you get into that position, all right, then you'll be a dangerous hitter. Okay? So just remember, hitting's all here. All right? If you get into a good lower half position, you'll get into a good upper half position. Okay? So when I get my leg like this, all of a sudden I can reach pretty much any pitch. Okay? Here, 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 or here. But if I'm like this, my back foot gets stuck in the ground. See how my body wants to go like this? Makes it very difficult to hit the ball. We call this spot hands inside the baseball. This is how you hit the inside pitch right here. Keep the elbow close to your body. And that's a muscle memory thing. If you practice all the time like this, right? This, you're going to be long all the time, all right? But if you practice boom, 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 like this all the time, all right, come game day, you're going to have the confidence to handle anything that pitcher throws at you. You're practicing short to the ball, short to the ball, short to the ball. Anytime you take batting practice, right? Take mechanics out of the equation, so whatever you do, let it travel, okay? Don't be afraid to let the ball travel, okay? The further you let it travel, the more you see the ball, the more you'll pick up rotation, you'll be able to take tough pitches. There's a lot of benefits to that. When you take a BP in the cage, all right, you like to focus on a target, all right? And you always want to target middle away. As soon as you think you want to try and pull the ball or you want to try and hit a home run, all right, subconsciously, your body's going to rush your swing, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go like this. You've got no shot. You've got to be disciplined enough to try and hit the ball up the middle and the other way. So what that will do is it will allow you to let the ball travel, okay? Because if you think pull, you're going to get out here and jump out, and you're going to try and pull off the ball, all right? So it's vital that when you practice, especially in the cage, try and hit it back up the middle or to the other side of the cage. And the same in the game. Help out if you guys jump out of the baseball.